The night sky over the Bering Sea was a canvas of ink, punctured by stars that flickered like distant distress signals. A formation of F-16s from the 354th Fighter Wing cut through the freezing air, their afterburners glowing like embers against the void. The mission was routine: intercept a Russian Tu-95 Bear bomber probing NATO airspace. But something was wrong. Radio chatter crackled with confusion. "Ghost Flight 9 confirmed position," barked the lead pilot, Major Hawk Reynolds. Silence. The AWACS controller's voice tightened. "Ghost 9, this is Sky Eye. Respond." Nothing. On the radar, Ghost 9's blip drifted, not with the precision of a trained pilot but like a leaf caught in a current. The formation tightened, eyes scanning the dark for the rogue F-16. Then Captain Amara Viper Cade's voice broke through, steady but laced with unease. "Hawk, I've got visual. Ghost 9's off my starboard wing. It's drifting." Her words hung in the static, chilling the cockpit. Viper, the only woman in the squadron, was often dismissed as too green despite her 1,200 hours in the Viper's seat. Her jet, tail number 87042, bore a faded insignia of a coiled snake, a nod to her late father, a Desert Storm ace. She fought for every mission, every shred of respect, her competence buried under smirks and side-eyes. Now her sharp eyes caught what others missed. Ghost 9's canopy was dark, its wings wobbling, no sign of life. The mystery deepened as she reported, no cockpit lights, no response to flares. The squadron's bravado faltered. Was the pilot unconscious, dead, or was this something else, something no one trained for? Viper's gut twisted. She'd flown this route before, knew the Bering's brutal winds, but this felt wrong, like the sky itself was holding its breath. The F-16s banked in unison, their sleek fuselages glinting under the moon. Viper's jet hummed, her hands steady on the stick, though her pulse raced. The AWACS controller, callsign Oracle, relayed coordinates, voice clipped. "Ghost 9, deviation 15 degrees north. Viper, shadow it, don't engage." Hawk scoffed over the comms. "Viper, don't screw this up, stay tight." She bit back a retort, focusing on the drifting jet. Its silhouette was unmistakable. An F-16C single-seat armed with AMRAAMs and sidewinders, but its movements were erratic like a wounded bird. Viper's mind raced through possibilities: hypoxia, mechanical failure, or sabotage. Her father's voice echoed in her memory, a lesson from childhood. "The sky never lies, Amara. Read it." She scanned the horizon, nodding the faint aurora rippling green. Ghost 9's jet wasn't just drifting, it was turning, slow and deliberate, toward Russian airspace. Her breath caught. "Oracle, Ghost 9's heading 340, it's crossing the line." The controller's pause was deafening. Hawk's voice cut in sharp. "Viper, you sure? Don't cry wolf." She ignored him, eyes locked on the jet's ghostly outline. Her radar showed no transponder signal, just a faint echo. She flicked her HUD to infrared, revealing a cold cockpit. No heat signature, no pilot. Yet the jet flew, defying logic. Her fingers tightened on the throttle. She joined the Air Force to honor her father, shot down over Iraq when she was 9. His dog tags hung around her neck, a constant weight. She clawed through prejudice, from girl pilot jabs at the academy to snide comments in the ready room. Now, facing a ghost jet, she felt the old fire prove them wrong. "Oracle, requesting permission to close distance," she said, voice calm but ironclad. "Negative, Viper," Oracle snapped. "Hold position." But the jet was slipping away, and with it, answers. The Bering's cold seeped into the cockpit, despite the F-16's climate control. Viper's breath fogged briefly on her visor as she tracked Ghost 9. Its wings rocked gently, caught in a high-altitude jet stream, but its nose stayed fixed on a forbidden heading. She adjusted her oxygen mask, the hiss of air grounding her. "Oracle, Ghost 9's accelerating. Speed Mach 0.9, she reported, her voice cutting through the static. Hawk's skepticism crackled back. "Viper, check your scope." "That's impossible without a pilot." She didn't flinch. Her radar confirmed it. Ghost 9 was pulling away, its afterburner a faint glow. She nudged her throttle, closing the gap, her jet's engines roaring. The squadron's formation loosened, pilots murmuring over comms. "What the hell's it doing?" asked Lieutenant Razor Tate, the rookie. Viper's mind churned. Autopilot failure, a hack. She recalled a briefing about Russian electronic warfare, jamming signals, spoofing navigation. But this felt different, almost deliberate. Her father's dog tags pressed against her chest, a reminder of his last flight lost to a missile lock no one saw coming. She wouldn't let this mystery slip. "Oracle, I'm 500 meters off Ghost 9's tail, requesting weapons free," she said, knowing the answer. "Denied," Oracle barked. "Maintain visual. AWACS is scrambling SIGINT." Viper's eyes flicked to her instruments. Ghost 9's altitude was dropping, now 25,000 feet, skimming the edge of restricted airspace. She caught a glint off its wing, a faded squadron patch, the 21st Fighter Squadron, her father's old unit. Her stomach lurched. Was this a sign or just coincidence? She shook it off, focusing on the jet's eerie precision. "Hawk, it's descending," she warned. "Copy," he grunted, but his tone softened. Maybe he was starting to trust her eyes. The aurora pulsed above, casting an otherworldly glow on Ghost 9's fuselage. Viper's F-16 hugged its shadow, her radar painting a clearer picture. The rogue jet's transponder was dead, but its flight path was too smooth for a malfunction. She toggled her night vision, the green hue revealing Ghost 9's weapons bays, fully loaded, missiles gleaming. Her heart skipped. An armed, unmanned jet crossing into Russian airspace could spark war. "Oracle, Ghost 9's hot," she said, voice steady despite the stakes. "Missiles armed." The comms erupted. "Say again, Viper." Hawk's tone was sharp, but fear edged in. "Confirmed, AMRAAMs and Sidewinders ready to fire." Oracle's voice cut through. "All units hold fire. Viper, stay on its 6." She complied, but her instincts screamed. Her father's lessons flooded back. Trust the machine, but trust your gut more. She scanned Ghost 9's airframe for clues. A faint scratch marred its tail, a serial number partially obscured. She squinted, memorizing it, 84139, her breath caught. That was her father's jet, lost 20 years ago. Impossible, scrapped after his crash, they'd said. Yet here it was, flying. Her mind raced, conspiracy, cover-up, or something stranger. She flicked her comms to a private channel. "Razor, you seeing this?" she whispered. The rookie hesitated. "Yeah, Viper, it's creepy, like it's alive." She didn't laugh. The jet's movements were too precise, too intentional. She recalled a classified briefing about experimental AI drones abandoned after ethical concerns. Could Ghost 9 be one? Her HUD blinked, a missile lock warning, not from Ghost 9 but from behind. Russian MiGs closing fast. "Oracle, bogies at 40-30 miles out," she reported, her voice ice calm. The squadron tensed, but Viper's focus stayed on the Ghost jet, its snake insignia mirroring her own. She wasn't letting it go. The MiG's radar pings lit up Viper's threat display, a swarm of red triangles closing at Mach 1.2. Ghost 9 didn't react, its path unwavering, now 20 miles from Russian airspace. Viper's cockpit vibrated as she pushed her F-16 to match its speed, her eyes darting between the Ghost jet and her radar. "Oracle, MiGs are locking on," she said, her tone clipped but urgent. Ghost 9 still non-responsive. Hawk's voice broke in, grudging respect seeping through. "Viper, stay on it. We'll handle the MiGs." The squadron split, Razor and two others peeling off to intercept. Viper's focus narrowed to the rogue jet. Its silhouette was unmistakable, an F-16C single-seat armed with AMRAAMs and Sidewinders, but its movements were erratic, like a wounded bird. Her mind flashed to her father's last mission, a black ops drop rumored to involve experimental tech. Had he survived? Was this his signal, somehow preserved? She shook off the hope, focusing on the now. Ghost 9's hatch was definitely open, a faint red light pulsing inside. A transmitter, a hack. She toggled her infrared, the rogue jet's engines cooling as if preparing to land. No airstrip could exist on that islet, just rock and ice. Yet Ghost 9's nose dipped, deliberate. Her fuel was critical, 20 minutes left. She glanced at the dog tags, her father's name etched deep, Colonel Malik Cade. "I'm following you," she whispered, not to the comms but to him. The sky was silent, watching. The Bering Sea churned 20,000 feet below, its waves invisible in the dark. Viper's F-16 clung to Ghost 9's tail, her instruments straining to keep up. The rogue jet's red light pulsed faster, like a heartbeat. Her HUD screamed MiG missile launch. "Fox 3, shouted Razor, his F-16 firing an AMRAAM at the incoming threat. The MiG scattered, but one held its lock on Viper. She jinked left, chaff bursting behind her, the decoy cloud glowing in the infrared. Ghost 9 didn't flinch, its path arrow straight toward Russian airspace. Oracle, Ghost 9's crossing the line, she yelled. Viper, disengage, Oracle ordered. She ignored it. Her father's voice rang clear. Never abandon your wingman, Amara. Ghost 9 wasn't her wingman, but it felt like family. Its snake insignia matched hers, a symbol of her father's legacy. She fought to wear it, enduring whispers of nepotism and token. Now it anchored her. She toggled her radio. Hawk, I'm staying on Ghost 9. Cover me. He cursed but complied, his F-16 pulling alongside. The MiGs were 15 miles out, their radar locks tightening. Viper's eyes caught the rogue jet's open hatch again. The red light was steady now, a beacon. She risked a closer pass, 100 meters, her jet buffeted by Ghost 9's wake. Through the canopy she saw nothing, no pilot, no movement, but the controls twitched as if guided by an invisible hand. Her stomach dropped. AI, a ghost. She shook off the thought, focusing on the serial number. 84139, her father's jet. She'd seen photos, his proud smile beside it. Now it was flying her into a war zone. The explosion's glow faded, leaving Viper's F-16 trembling in Ghost 9's jet wash. The rogue jet climbed again, its red light a guide through the dawn haze. The MiGs fell back, their radar locks broken, but Viper knew they'd return. She stayed on Ghost 9-6, her cockpit a cocoon of dials and adrenaline. The Bering's icy expanse glittered below, indifferent to the drama above. Her HUD showed 12,000 feet, Ghost 9 leveling off. Its movements were smoother now, almost deliberate, as if responding to her presence. She toggled her radio. Oracle, Ghost 9 stabilizing, still no pilot signature. The controller's voice was strained. Viper, you're in Russian airspace, RTB now. She ignored it, her eyes locked on the rogue jet's tail. The serial number 84139 burned into her mind. Her father's jet, lost in a classified op, its wreckage never recovered. She'd read the redacted reports, piece together whispers of a cover-up. Now it was here, flying. Her heart pounded, not from fear but from clarity. This was no accident. Hawk, I'm staying, she said, her voice steel. He didn't argue this time. The squadron's chatter was subdued, Razor's voice breaking through. Viper, that light still blinking, I'm recording it. She nodded, unseen. Good, send it to SIGINT. The red light's pattern shifted, 3 shorts, 3 longs, a code. Her father had taught her Morse as a kid, a game between deployments. This was no SOS. It was a call sign, VKD, her initials. Her blood ran cold, the jet knew her. The aurora flared, bathing Ghost 9 in an eerie glow. Viper's F-16 held formation, her hands steady despite the impossible. The rogue jet's red light pulsed her call sign, a message across time. Her father's dog tags felt like fire against her skin. She was 9 when he didn't come home, his F-16, tail number 84139, lost to enemy action. The Air Force gave her mother a flag and vague answers. Now his jet was here, calling her. Oracle, I'm receiving a signal from Ghost 9, she said, voice calm but trembling inside. It's broadcasting my call sign. The comms went silent. Even Hawk didn't respond. Oracle's voice was tight. Viper, confirm your call sign. She repeated the Morse pattern, her mind racing. Was this a Russian psyop, a hacked drone, or something personal tied to her father's death? She closed to 50 meters, the closest she dared. Ghost 9's canopy was still dark, but its controls moved, ailerons twitching, rudders adjusting. No human could fly this precisely without lights, oxygen, or heat at 12,000 feet. Her HUD flickered, picking up a faint electromagnetic pulse from the rogue jet. Oracle, I'm detecting EMP bursts from Ghost 9, she reported. Low-level, non-hostile. The controller hesitated. Stand by, SIGINT's analyzing. Viper's eyes flicked to her fuel gauge, 30 minutes left. The MiGs were circling 20 miles out, wary but persistent. She couldn't leave, not now. The snake insignia on Ghost 9's wing gleamed, a twin to her own. Her father's voice whispered, "The sky holds secrets, Amara." She was starting to believe him. The Bering's horizon glowed faintly, dawn creeping in. Viper's F-16 shadowed Ghost 9, its red light now a steady pulse, no longer coding her name but something new, coordinates. She punched them into her nav system, a remote islet 200 miles north deep in Russian territory. Her stomach knotted. Oracle Ghost 9's broadcasting coordinates, she said. An island bearing 355. The controller's voice was sharp. Viper, you're in hostile airspace. Disengage now. She didn't budge. Her father's jet was leading her somewhere and she'd spent 15 years chasing his shadow. The squadron's chatter was subdued, Razor's voice breaking through. Viper, I've got your 6. Whatever this is, we're in. Hawk grunted agreement at first. The MiGs held their distance, their radar pings weaker now. Ghost 9 descended to 8,000 feet, its wings steady, the red light guiding like a lighthouse. Viper's mind churned. Her father's crash wasn't random. Whispers of a Black Ops mission, a prototype lost. Was this that prototype reactivated? Or a message from him somehow? She toggled her infrared, the rogue jet's engines cooling as if preparing to land. No airstrip could exist on that islet, just rock and ice. Yet Ghost 9's nose dipped, deliberate. Her fuel was critical, 20 minutes left. She glanced at the dog tags, her father's name etched deep, Colonel Malik Cade. I'm following you, she whispered, not to the comms but to him. The sky was silent, watching. Ghost 9's descent steepened, its red light a metronome in the pre-dawn gloom. Viper matched its angle, her F-16's engine straining at 6,000 feet. The coordinates pointed to a jagged islet, barely a speck on her map, shrouded in mist. Oracle Ghost 9's heading for a landing, she reported, her voice taut with focus. No runway detected. The controller's voice was grim. Viper, abort, that's an order. She ignored it, her eyes locked on the rogue jet's silhouette. Its snake insignia caught the first rays of dawn, a mirror of her own jet's marking, her father's legacy flying ahead of her. The MiGs were 30 miles out now, their signals fading, either retreating or regrouping. Hawk's voice broke through, quieter than before. Viper, you're crazy, but I'm with you. Fuel's tight, Razor chimed in. Same, let's see this through. The squadron's shift was palpable, no more mockery, just trust. Viper's HUD showed the islet approaching, a barren rock with no signs of life. Yet Ghost 9's landing gear dropped, its flaps extending as if expecting pavement. Her heart raced. Was this a trap, a signal to someone waiting? She toggled.